Good day, everybody. Welcome to Copenhagen. It is busy here. 27 arrivals, or 66 arrivals, 27 departures on the board at the moment. And as you can see, a lot of aircraft out there moving around. It's all looking pretty good so far. So, welcome. We're on live weather, but I rolled the time back to a midday flight so that we get to see everything that's going on and see what's happening. So hope you're all well. Hello to the chat, Talia, Kevin, Nick, and whoever else happens to be watching. So as we are just about to jump into the cockpit, I'll remind everybody, if you haven't already, please subscribe, hit the like button, follow over on Twitch. It all helps the channel, helps us grow, and all my flights on live streams are community flights, so you can fly along. This one's on VATSim, some of them we do on multiplayer. Some are general aviation airplanes, others are airliners, so wide variety. You can come over to our Discord and check that out, and it will also give you the information about when we stream, what the streams are, the aircraft we're flying, and if you need any help with anything sim related or aircraft related, we're always willing to give you a hand there as well. So just ask the chat bot to throw the Discord up, and then I'll copy that over into the Twitch chat so the physical link is there, and then we'll jump on board the aircraft and we can start getting all set up and ready to go. We're on the CRJ 700 today. For some reason the overlay is not picking up the aircraft type, don't know why, but that's fine. Everything else is there. So in the Discord goes the link to the or the Discord link is in the Twitch chat as well now, as in the YouTube one. Alright, let's jump on board. We can start getting the aircraft all set up. Alright, we'll get into our seat. Aircraft is turned off at the moment. I'm just going to start my VA flight tracker. Don't want to forget that one. Alright, so circuit breakers are located on the back walls. All the circuit breakers are closed. Nose wheel steering switch is off. Hydraulic pumps are all off. Landing gear lever is down. Slats and flaps lever is at 0. Speed brake lever, or the flight spoilers, is retracted. Radar is off. See there, ADG is stowed, and emergency flap lever switch is in normal. So we'll turn the master battery on, and we'll click on the AC power. That's our ground power. We're out plugged in. There we go. We can hear the cockpit fans coming alive. Kill those cautions. So the APU is currently set off. AC is set as required. The IRSs will come down here, start the alignment process, although technically they don't align. Hi Gav, how are you today? So the emergency equipment has been checked. The gear and safety pins are on board. Airplane documents have been reviewed. Hydraulic 3A pump. Coming down here, this is the electrical driven pump. We'll turn the 3A pump on. We should see 3,000 pounds of pressure in the 3 alpha system. We do. That means it is good. If we come up and turn that off now, we'll lose the pressure. Warning goes off. Electric hydraulics are good, and that is our backup. And we can come down here to the FMS initialization. Going to move that lever out of the way just because its collision box covers some of the buttons. So here's our database. We're good to the 24th of February. Still got 3 days left on that. That is fine. Previous edition is our secondary backup. Date is right. Time is right. It's a noontime departure, as you can see on the clock. That is all set. We'll come over here to our position, and we are at Echo Kilo Charlie Hotel. It's Copenhagen Airport. And what we're going to do over here, we'll grab GPS number 2. We'll come back, put it in our location, and hit enter or execute. That is our location now set into the aircraft. So the initialization is done. And Roger's going to go do the walk around. Cockpit's been checked. Everything looks good. You can see the equipment over there, and nothing's been left in here that shouldn't be in. So, originating checks. Crew oxygen and masks. Positive oxygen flow. Come over to the warning panels.
User bay overheat.
That is all good. Starting at the top of the panel, the electrical power panel switches are in the correct position. All generators are on auto. Fire detection is good. Hydraulics, saw valves are closed. External lights, we will put on our nav lights and logo lights while we sit here. Landing lights are all off. Emergency lights are armed. Over to the fuel panel. Fuel pumps are all off. Bleeds are normal. Bleed valves are in auto. Well, it's nice to have you here, Gav. And isolation valve is closed. APU is currently off. Start panel is good. Hydraulics are all off. Cabin pressurization panel, everything is set properly. Come down to the air conditioning. Packs are off. Circulation fans are off. And down to the anti-ice. Anti-ice is currently all off. Come down to the heating. We'll put on the windshield heat is on low. Miscellaneous lights are off. We will dial in the overhead now and get that contrast up. And we come down here. Passenger signs are all going on, and the emergency lights are now armed. Standby compass is looking correct. And we can come down here to the nose wheel steering, make sure we haven't bumped it. It is confirmed off. Clocks are set. 12:06 local time set in the sim. And instrument panels are all looking good. Nothing is off. We're ready to go. We'll come up to the upper pedestal here. Everything is set properly. Switches are in the correct position. Again, we can do a lamp test if we want. Everything lights up. Yep, everything's looking good. Bring that back to the off position. Come down to the throttle quadrant. Manual trims are all stowed. Thrust levers are back. Thrust reversers are off, and our ground spoilers are in auto. We can come down now to the comms panel. Comms panel is all set. We'll get our frequencies and ATIS not ATIS, our identifier for the TCAS squawk code in a second. Radars are off. We'll turn the standby radio on. Do our trims. There's 2 stab trims, the mock trim, and the yaw dampers are on. And over here, we can come down, and our source select panel is on normal. So that is now all set and done. We can start doing our planning. First thing we're going to do is our fuel and our load. So I'm just going to grab my flight plan. There we go. So we come into performance. We change this over to 0 fuel weight. We're just going to enter a 0 fuel weight in our fuel, and that'll give us our loading. So our 0 fuel weight for today's flight, and we will knock that out, is 2,700 or 27,380. 27380. We'll hit enter there, and our fuel load for today is 3,248. 3,248, and that is our fuel entered in. We can hit that button. It loads it in the sim. So it's not a long flight today, and we are under our max landing weight if we have to return. So that is now loaded in. We can now go back down here to our initialization on the FMC, and we can get it all set up. So, flight plan. Our flight today, Echo Kilo Charlie Hotel, which is Copenhagen. We are heading over to Warsaw, Echo Papa Whiskey Alpha, 359 nautical miles direct route. Our alternate for today is EPLL. I believe. Oh, actually, I don't know where that is. That's fine. We'll put that in. Flight number today is UKV 5556. I know Nick is flying with us today. He's British Airways Speedbird 464. So we'll hear him on the channel shortly. So that is all now set up. We'll hit execute. Hi, Brian. How's things your way? We'll come over here to the flight plan, and in this airplane we manually enter it. They're usually not very long anyway. So we're going off. Our initial point is the Simeg waypoint, so we'll put that in. We're then going on the Zulu 491 airway, goes on this side, to Kekov. Kilo Echo Kilo Oscar Victor. And then from Kekov, we're on the November 195 airway to Sorix, Sierra Oscar Romeo India X-ray. And that is our entry point into the star for where we're headed in. So that's now all entered. We can hit execute. And that is in, but we got to do our departure. So, check the ATIS. Oh yeah, Brian, forgot today's a holiday here in Ontario. ATIS, current ATIS information, Yankee. Just got issued about 20 minutes ago. Departure runway 22 right, transition level 70, winds 320 at 17 knots. All right, and follow the SID. For communications, looking for more RAM. Yeah, I just did that, and I went up to 64 gig. So we're going to be taking runway 22 right, and we are going to be using the, where is it? Simic 8 Charlie departure. Or Simeg 8 Charlie departure. We'll hit execute on that. Our departure route is now in. Our arrival is planned to be and what it is are two different things. So let's quickly go into here. Let's check the ATIS over at Warsaw and see what they're doing. Arrivals for ILS Yankee approach runway 33. Okay. So we're going to be going ILS Yankee approach. And not sure if I've got that one set up. What did I set up for? I set up for 2.9er. They want us on 3.3. Okay, so we will change that to ILS Yankee for 3.3. Just changing my navigraph quickly here. Yep. Was that 3? Let me just check my approach for that. Let me change my approach as well. Yeah, looks like it does. So that puts us in at this point here, WA 534 as the end of the arrival and the entry point into the runway, ILS 33 Yankee execute. Okay, that is all set up. So we are in line with everything now, and we should know what we are expecting. Now go into our legs. We're going to check for any disconnects. There's a disconnect there. And Sorix. Let me just check the chart. Alright, it does not have the plan in. So let me go to departures. Let's go arrival. Make sure we get the Circus 5 uniform selected. Execute. Now let's go back to the legs page. Yep, that's better. So we want Sorix. We'll take that one and we'll lay it over there. Hit execute. So we come into Sorix, and then there is all our points down Sorix. And then there's the entry point into the approach. All right. So that is all looking good. Let's go back over to Copenhagen in VATSim. All right, so that is our plan in. So we'll go back to our flight plan. Just hit execute. We'll check it on the map in a minute. So our initial initialization here. Initial initialization. Oh, here's the passengers. So we're going to come back over to our performance here. And we're going to click on the copy performance init data to FMS. So when we come back down here, we can see that information is now entered in. We have a cruise level of F350, which is our flight level. Takeoff weights and everything are set. And we are good there. We can go to 3200 megahertz is the RAM I installed, Brian. I got Corsair 2 32 gigabyte chips. All right, so performance in the cruise. This is climb cruise. We do have a wind component. Wind component is a tailwind of 30 knots, so it's going to be P30, so it's a positive as a push. And we can come over here. That's fine. Estimated time of departure is, what do we got? 27 minutes from now. So that would make it 20, 40. Uh, 15, 20. So let's make it 12:45. Execute that, and we're all set in there. I'm not entirely sure. I think my max speed is slightly less than 3200, but it gives the RAM, the space to breathe. So I talked to Dark, and he said go right up to 32, and then it'll work its way up to that speed. I think mine is, if I remember right, it was slightly below. All right, so that's all set up. We'll go over to the VNAV. VNAV is fine. I'm going to leave that. We have a transition altitude of 7,000 feet here as we depart. And we'll go over the next page. And let me just quickly go back over to Warsaw again and check what they said their transition altitude is. So their transition flight level is 90. And that is all good. We'll execute that. And back over to performance initialization. So we are good there. VNav is all set up. That's our climb, our cruise, and our descent. And we can come back over to here. So I like to run with my VNav on, and on the other side just on there. Everything else is set up. We have our VNav information. And he will go over onto the legs page. So that is now all set up, and we are good there. We're still loading in. That's fine. We got about 60 passengers on today's flight. Yeah, Nick, good point. Check your motherboard specs. If it tells you in your specs that you need 416s, then it should tell you what your speeds are. All right, so let's tune in Adis. We'll see if he's got anything on the verbal. So 122750. Highlight that. 122. Uh, 750.
Information Yankee. This is Castrop Airport departure and arrival information Yankee. Met report 1920 expect ILS approach visual approach on request arrival runway 30 after landing vacate runway departure runway 22 right. Transition level 70, wind 320 degrees 17 knots, visibility more than 10 kilometers sky condition. View at 2,000 feet, temperature 3, 2.0 QNH 991. No SIG if unable to follow SID advice on initial contact squawk mode Charlie on pushback. This was Castrop Airport departure and arrival information Yankee.
If you are seated in an emergency exit row, please review the exit seating responsibilities.
This is Castrop Airport departure and arrival information Yankee. Met report 1920 expect ILS approach visual approach on request arrival runway 30 after.
Okay, so the last little bit he said there
laptops, tablets, and any other larger electronic devices
was, if unable to follow SID advice on initial contact, squawk mode Charlie on pushback. So when we get push clearance, we got to turn on our transponder. And 991. Yeah, so it says you can go up to 32. I'd go with 32. The higher, the better. So let's quickly, while we're still loading in, before we call up for our clearance, let's take a look at our flight plan and how we're getting out of here today. So we'll bring up the Navigraph chart. There we go. So we're currently over here at gate, I think it's Charlie 33. We're going to be taxiing out. We'll probably be coming down somewhere around this way over to 22 right. We do have a more detailed taxi plan if required. I think they were coming down this way and across Alpha. And then if we go back over here, see the Alpha line over here to Alpha 1. We may bring us across Bravo to Echo 1. Not sure. We'll see what happens. On our departure, we're going to be departing out on the CIMIC 8 Charlie. You can see it here. We're going to come out this way, out to the waypoints as we climb out, and then over to Denick, and then out to CIMIC, where we're then going to fly basically southeast out of Copenhagen, across Poland, and down to Warsaw. As he said, follow the SID on the departure. So if we read the notes, transition altitude of 5,000, but he's given us a 7,000. It says conventional navigation. After takeoff, remain on tower frequency until 1,000 feet, then contact Castrop departure and radar vectoring may be provided to expedite traffic. So we're going to go out on runway heading initially, see if he gives us radar vectoring. So as soon as we hit at 1,000 feet, we're going to switch over to the next frequency and contact them. There is a bit of a run out, you can see here, so if he is going to vector us around, he'll do it within this point here, and then we can carry on from there. So that is the plan. Our speeds are 250 at or below flight level 70, and we don't have to worry about not being permitted to overfly Swedish territory. We are RNAV equipped, and we are all set. Okay. So that is the planned departure for today. So I think we're good to contact ground for our clearance. So 121620. 625 as we do the frequency splitting.
118.1. Call tower 1 ready for push on 118.1, York transfer 40, thank you.
Blue Max 9839, information Yankee, request clearance to Manchester.
Standby 1. Break. EC83 Whiskey Papa, are you able to pass the KLM? I think you are, since you're continuing taxi. KLM 15 Echo taxi behind the EasyJet to Alpha 12.
Roughly 1 hour and 2 minutes. Now that the
Taximan EasyJet to Alpha 12 is currently standing on top of me, but I'll double check schedule of Echo.
please fasten
Yeah, sorry about that.
make sure that all
Sounds like everybody is on board.
Ground Easy A3 Whiskey Papa. I got the traffic in front. Should I?
A3 Whiskey Papa, just contact Tower 118.1 for further clearance.
Tower 11.1, ciao, grazie.
KLM 132, Castrop ground, requesting Alpha clearance to Hamburg International with information Yankee on board today.
KLM 1132, I'll need a flight plan first.
KLM 15 Echo, should we just taxi on the road via Yankee to Alpha 12?
KLM 15 Echo, taxi via Yankee, stand Alpha 12.
Taxi via Yankee, stand Alpha 12, KLM 15 Echo, thanks very much for that.
Romeo Uniform Kilo 9839, Castrop ground.
Like say 939, got.
Yeah, please, what is your call sign, radio call sign?
It's Blue Max 9839.
Blue Max 9839. Cleared to Manchester on the all-in-one channel departure. Squawk 4640, information Whiskey, QNH 9901.
Ground Manchester ordered 1 Charlie, squawk 4640 and QNH 991. Blue Max 9839.
Blue Max 9839. Readback is correct. I'll probably miss the call sign later.
Castrop Apron, hello. VistaJet 544.
Just waiting to get a break here.
Jet 544, taxi stand Alpha 32 via Kilo and Juliet.
Kilo Juliet, Alpha 32, VistaJet 544.
Castrop ground, Skyways 5556 with you, gate Charlie 33 with Yankee, looking for clearance to Warsaw.
Standby 1, incoming traffic, Oscar Echo, India, Romeo Sierra. Welcome to Copenhagen. Taxi stand Alpha 33 via taxiway Zulu and Kilo.
Thank you, Alpha 33, Zulu and Kilo, for the Oscar Echo, India, Romeo Sierra.
Ground service Oscar Echo, Lima Kilo Lima, vacated 30.
Yeah, it is busy. We're up to 64
Oscar
arrivals,
Kilo Lima,
27
taxi
departures.
2, stand Alpha 28 Zulu, Kilo, and Juliet.
Alpha 2 Zulu, Kilo, and Juliet, Oscar, Kilo, Lima.
KLM 132, requesting Alpha clearance to Hamburg with information Yankee Hamburg.
Yeah, stand by 1. KLM 1132, clear to Hamburg. Lango 1 Charlie departure, squawk 0425, information Whiskey QNH 991.
KLM 1132, cleared via Lango 1 Charlie departure to Hamburg, squawking 0425, and QNH 29901.
KLM 1132, read back is correct. Next time, file the next departure instead.
Sorry, what did you say?
Yeah, you chose the Lango departure, which is not a natural departure route for Hamburg, so Nixon is much better.
Copy that. I'll keep that in mind next time.
Thanks.
That's request, push and start out 3640.
Knowledge 3640, push start approved, facing north, release point Sierra 1.
Sierra 1 facing north, and 3640.
Cash of ground, good evening, Delta 219, stand at Charlie 35 with information Oscar, request clearance to New York Kennedy.
Delta 219.
I think you forgot about me.
Stand by 1.
Hyperion, hello, Midnight 5 and Bravo.
Midnight 5, stand by. Break, Delta 219. You are cleared to John F. Kennedy on the Odin 1 Charlie departure. Runway 22 right, squawk 2073.
Clear via Odin 1 Charlie departure, 22 right, squawk 2073, Delta 219.
219, readback is correct. Call me to push and start.
We'll call push and start, thanks, Delta 219.
And ground Skyways 5556. I'm looking for clearance to Warsaw. We're at Charlie 33 and have Yankee.
Delta 2 Bravo Romeo, any chance for any up all the way to the Alpha fence?
Negative.
Roger. There's some information we are Challenger, so it's a very weak stand for us.
Did he hear me? Cats up ground Skyways 5556.
Skyways 5556, cats up ground.
Yeah, we're at Charlie 33 with information Yankee looking for a clearance to Warsaw.
Skyways 5556 clear to Warsaw as far as CMIG 8 Charlie departure, squawk 3704. Information Yankee QNH 991.
Cleared via the CMIG 8 Charlie, runway 22 right, squawk 3704, QNH 0991 for Skyways 5556.
Skyways 5556, repack correct.
Alright, we'll get that. Let's get our thing in 3704. There we go. 3704. We have our 0991 entered in. We have our plan. We are good on our SID. We'll get we've got the tower frequency in, and as soon as we get that in, we'll pop in the departure frequency, although I see there's 2 of them up now, so I'm not sure which one they want us to use, but that's fine. Nick, do you know which one they're using? Anyway.
Pretty much 9839 stand for sure.
We are pretty much ready to go.
Like 98.
So, before start checklist, passenger signs are all on.
Release on Whiskey 2.
Make sure The doors are all closed now.
Whiskey 2, Max 983.
Landing elevation.
Spectrum 1, Kilo 3, hello.
For the airport.
Short 1, taxis to stand Alpha 2-1 via Lima and Juliet.
20 in.
Via Lima and Juliet, taxi to stand
return.
Alpha
Altimeter
2-1.
is set, FMS is set in check, IRSs are aligned, radios and navigators are set, takeoff briefing is complete, personal electronic devices are off, APU coming online. Let's wait for the in-byte to go off. Oh, I'm seeing 2 departure frequencies showing on VATSim. I'm wondering, since it's an automatic handoff, I'm wondering which one it is they want us to go over to. Didn't know if you knew that. So APU starting. Electrics have been checked.
Hello, Musketeer 292
Takeoff data will come over to performance.
Delta.
Hit set all. We now have our V
Musketeer
speeds.
292, taxi stand Delta
V1 of
3
133,
via
VR
taxiway
130, VR 130, V2 of 140,
Romeo.
and VT of 191.
Data indicate Delta 3 via Zulu Bravo Romeo Musketeer 292.
We can confirm everything there is closed. Come down here, check our doors. Doors are all locked and sealed. Beacon will go on. APU is up. Disconnect that as we are on APU power now.
Ground, Speedbird 81, Boeing 737,
And the chocks have been
200
removed.
on stand 1, Bravo 12, request IFR to Heathrow, please.
Speedbird 821,
Fuel pumps are on. Fuel quantity
to
is
Heathrow and
good.
Mango 1 Charlie departure. Score 1243. Information Yankee
Hydraulic pumps are all
999.
coming
Unix
online.
991.
And parking brake is set, and we are ready for our push.
Nation Yankees current altimeter 991, walking 1243 into Heathrow via the Heathrow, Speedbird 821.
Yeah, this is a Mango 1 Charlie departure.
Mango 1 Charlie departure, Speedbird 821.
Speedbird 821, be back correct.
Castro ground, Delta 219, stand Charlie 35, request push and start.
Delta 219, hold position due to incoming traffic.
I think that's him there.
Hold position, Delta 219.
Utterance 3640 for taxi.
No light 3640, hold your position for a short while.
I think this guy is coming in.
Got
And Catstrup ground, Skyways 5556 is ready for push and start when able.
Yeah, there's some traffic jam up in the Romeo area, so the planes on the stand, they'll stand by one.
Capture 8, and good evening. Your ring size November Yankee vacated Kilo 3.
Your 5 November Yankee, taxi stand Alpha 26 via taxiway Lima and Juliet.
Lima and Juliet, Alpha 26.
Not sure who he is.
November Yankee.
Ground, Speedbird 81's on Alpha 11, ready to push and start.
Speedbird 821, push start approved.
Push start approved, Speedbird 81.
Or that one there, but we got the Delta here. He's going off.
Northwest 3640, taxi holding point runway 22 right, via taxiway Romeo, Yankee and Zulu, hold short runway 30.
It was for 3640.
Affirmative, no light 3640.
Oh, there he
taxi
goes.
via Romeo, Yankee, Foxtrot and Alpha.
Romeo, Yankee, Foxtrot and Alpha 3640.
Yeah, and hold short 30. And Skyway 5556, when I release you for the push, then please make a rather long push back while facing south, so that I can have Delta I can have the Delta airline out also.
Yeah, Roger, will do. Skyways 5556.
Thank you.
Alright, so I can't use the pushback express for this because I don't know how to extend my pushback.
We're ready for pre-start.
So what I'll
KLM
do is the
1132, please say again.
manual way.
KLM 1132, we are cleared for push and start from Bravo 6.
Cleared push start from Bravo 6.
I should be able to steer myself.
Background, Speedbird 81's ready to taxi.
Right now, all up in my face. Yeah.
21 taxi, Honeycomb 122, right via taxiway, Mike, Zulu,
Yeah,
and
you
Alpha,
caught that, eh? You
hold
didn't read his
30.
whole 3-0 hold short. Those are mandatory.
Okay, taxi holding point runway 22 right by Mike, Zulu, Delta, hold short, runway 30, Speedbird 81.
821 negative, taxi via Mike, Zulu, and Alpha.
Mike, Zulu, and Alpha. Speedbird
So I'm assuming
81.
we're going to get the Romeo Yankee Foxtrot Alpha as well. That should take us over to 30.
Blue Max down at 2 now, cross taxi.
Blue Max 9839. Behind the
yeah, I'll just do it manually.
640 taxi on
I'm not sure if it'll work once we push back from the terminal.
Romeo, Yankee, and Foxtrot.
He might have called us there, but we got stomped over, so I'm not sure if he did or not.
Light, taxi, Whiskey, Romeo, Yankee, Foxtrot, Blue Max 983.
Yeah, I heard him ask for it.
Grafton, Scandinavian 1286 on follow.
I don't think he did it.
Scandinavian 1286, taxi to stand. Actually, hold position right now. There's traffic both on the Victor and the Whiskey.
Holding position, Scandinavian 1286.
Skyway 5556, push start approved.
Good evening.
Push start approved, Skyways 5556.
And Delta 219, when the Skyways has pushed back, you can push back as well.
When the Skyways push back, we'll push back as well. Does 219, thanks.
Airplane hello again, York trans 140 on the Victor 4.
And
Skyways 140.
okay, I've got no directional control.
Continue taxi on Victor, then Yankee and Foxtrot, holding point 22 right, hold short runway 30.
Continue taxi on Victor, then Yankee and Foxtrot.
Interesting.
And can you report like a hold short point your trans 140?
140, the holding point is Foxtrot, short of runway 30.
Uh-oh.
Foxtrot, hold short of runway 30, your trans 140.
Anyone know the key commands?
Copy, so just make sure that we have permission to push back.
No, 918, it'll take some minutes before I give you the clearance. Break. KLM 1132, push start is approved.
Copy that, KLM 1132, pushing back is approved.
Captain to ground, Skyways 5556. I don't have steering control, unfortunately. I'm going to push straight back over to Sierra just to make room for the Delta.
Careful to tower on 1188.1, Speedbird 81.
Skyways 5556, roger that. That's okay, for me.
Airplane Scandinavian 463 with you, vacated Delta.
No, not pushback toolbar. I just did the
463, taxi
the stock
stand
pushback, so I thought it would help him.
5 via
That's fine.
taxiway Quebec.
I'm just getting out of his way
Alpha 5
so that he can push back, because he's going to push back on the Romeo line. I'm just going to go back to the Sierra line.
Nora 3640, contact tower 118.1.
That way we're not stacking people up too far here.
Scandinavian 1286, when the traffic is passed to right to left. Continue taxi Foxtrot 903 via Bravo and Victor. Correction.
After traffic right to left, Foxtrot 903 via Bravo and Victor, Scandinavian 1286.
All right.
So Max 9839, contact tower 118.1.
181 Blue Max, direct
Just stop it there. Put the parking brake on. Now we'll start engines.
S2, hello, Danish 25 Romeo, vacate Bravo.
Starting the right engine.
Danish 25 Romeo, taxi stand Alpha 20 via taxiway Bravo, Yankee and Lima.
Alpha 20 Bravo, Yankee Lima, Danish 25 Romeo.
And coming up for 20%. Starting engine. There she is coming up.
And ground speed by 464, ready for push your start.
All right, so put the ground spoilers back up. So they're back where they should be.
Speed at
Good start on
464.
that engine.
Hold position, there's some traffic.
60%.
I need to
Starting the
get
left
rid of
engine.
first. No problem, we'll hold position, speed by 464.
Ground Delta 219, request taxi.
Engine coming up.
Delta 219, taxi holding point runway 22 right, via taxiway. Romeo,
There's
Yankee,
20%.
Foxtrot,
Adding fuel.
Alpha, hold short 30.
Holding point 22 right via Romeo, Yankee, Foxtrot, Alpha, hold short runway 30.
There's a KLM coming in. Somebody else on that side at the moment. There's Nick waiting. There's the Ryanair. KLM making a turn onto the maneuvering area here. You can hear the engine spooling up. Ryanair behind us. Delta's leaving. There we go.
All facing stations who are ready for taxi. There'll be a short delay due to we need to get some traffic across the landing runway 30. So it'll take a short while.
So there's the engine spooled up. So that's 2 good starts. So after start checklist, generators are all on
Ground,
auto.
16 Alpha on
Electrics have been checked.
Bravo.
Bleed valves are on auto. Packs
KLM 16 Alpha,
coming
taxi
on. All
to
the fans are
stand
coming on.
Alpha 17
Cabin is ready.
via taxiway Bravo and
APU is now
Yankee.
coming off.
Bravo, Yankee,
ATAs
stand
is
Alpha
not required.
16 Alpha.
Nose wheel steering is now armed. And we can do our taxi check. So, slats and flaps, 8 selected. In transit.
Apron Scandinavian 463 with you.
And 8 indicating.
I have traffic in front of me. It seems
Flight
maybe it's
control.
Scandinavian 463.
Full left, full right, neutral. Full forward, full back, neutral. Left rudder, right rudder, neutral.
I can't see any right now.
Trims, rudder trim, aileron trim are green.
Quebec.
And for our
okay.
aileron trim
radar.
7.2.
In the browser that there's a turn south, yeah, right in front of
7.2 is set. Thrust reversers
Yeah,
are
I
now
can see him now
armed.
as well. He's in the
Flight
middle of the
instruments
taxiway. You can go to the left and down, Papa.
Checked. 40
left
set
and turn and then down to down on Papa.
brake
to left,
temperatures
5,
are
Scandinavian
good. While we're waiting, we'll get these lights up. Give us the contrast on the panels.
Please take care of the Scandinavian. I think you're passing him now. Thank
There
you.
we go. And we are
Delta 219, contact tower 118.1.
Call tower 118.1, Delta 219. Thank you, good night.
Good night.
Everyone's going to have a 70 flight.
Scandinavian 7048. Welcome to Copenhagen. Taxi to stand.
There's a bit of traffic out there.
Bravo 1. No, that's correction. Taxi stands Charlie 35 via Delta and what is that? Delta Yankee and Romeo.
Delta Yankee Romeo for Charlie 35, Scandinavian 724.
And catch up ground, Skyways 5556, ready for taxi when able.
Skyways 5556, taxi to holding point 22 right, taxiway Sierra, Victor, Yankee, Foxtrot, and Alpha.
Sierra, Victor, Yankee, and Alpha for Skyways 5556.
Castle Ground Mellow, Alpine 794 with you, Fox 8, Zulu on board, for copy, clearance to Amsterdam.
Alpine 7964.
So no hold short. I guess you got no one coming in at the moment.
Alpine 7964, clear to Amsterdam via the Lango 1 Charlie
Taxi
departure.
light is on.
Runway 22 right, squawk 4362, information Zulu is current, QNH is 9991.
Clear to Amsterdam, Lango 1 Charlie, runway 22 right, squawk 4061, Zulu on board.
Yeah, Nick, you might want to give him a call again as well. There's nobody else on Romeo.
Alpine 7964, repeat correct.
Castle Ground, Canadian 910, request by far to Berlin as well.
Scandinavian 91 Sierra. You are cleared to Berlin-Brandenburg on the CMAC 8 Charlie departure, runway 22 right, squawk 5235. Information Zulu is current, QNH 9991.
Clear to Berlin, CMAC 8 Charlie departure, runway 22 right, squawk 5235 and do top 2.
Alright, so this is Whiskey.
Scandinavian 91 Sierra, and repack is correct.
Good evening, Ryanair 35, stand Charlie 37, information Zulu, QNH 991, 7378 on the aircraft, request clearance to Edinburgh.
I'll just confirm clearing 30, because we do have aircraft
Ryanair
coming in.
35,
I'm going to hold short anyway, even though he didn't
ground,
say
you
it.
are cleared to Edinburgh, as filed on the Odin 1 Charlie departure, squawk 4732. Information Zulu is current, 9991.
Got that, the Odin to Charlie departure, squawk 4732, information Zulu 991, Ryanair 35.
Follow Victor
Ryanair
around.
35, repack correct.
KLM 132 requesting taxi to runway 22 right.
KLM 1132, taxi holding point 22 right, taxiway Mike, Zulu and Alpha, hold short runway 30.
Taxiing via Mike, Zulu Alpha and holding short to runway 30, KLM 132.
Alpine 7964, then Fox 8, ready for pushing start.
Alpine 7964, push start, approved, facing east, correction, facing west.
There's
Push
Delta,
west, Alpine
we want
7964.
Foxtrot.
Castle Ground, Scandinavian 56 kilo with information Zulu, request clearance to Berlin.
That's an interesting livery on that one there.
Scandinavian 56 kilo,
Peter
Captain
Pan.
Ground. You are cleared to Berlin as filed, CMAC 8 Charlie departure, squawk 1775. Zulu is current.
Roger, clear to Berlin, CMAC 8 Charlie, runway to the right, squawking 1775, Scandinavian 56 kilo and QNH 991.
Scandinavian 56 kilo, repack correct.
See where we're heading over there. Got the Delta.
Transavia 391, if you're on this frequency, could I please ask you to move to another stand as you're in the middle of a taxiway, as you are right now?
Alright, we're going to park up here. I hear a jet coming in the other side.
Oscar Yankee, Papa Echo Lima. The read on voice.
Watching this guy land. And capture up ground, Skyways 5556, holding short, runway 30 at Foxtrot.
KLM 1132, holding short of runway 32.
Skyways 5556, contact tower 118.1.
1181, Skyways 5556. Good day.
And KLM 1132 for you.
November 52 Bravo, runway 30, clear to land.
Roger, clear to land, runway 30, 52 Bravo.
Swiss 1270, contact apron 121.625.
Order apron, decimal 625, Swiss 120.
Catch Tower, Skyways 5556 with you, Foxtrot holding short 30.
Skyways 556, Castrop Tower, hello, hold position.
Hold position, Skyways 5556.
KLM 1132, Castrop Tower, good afternoon, requesting taxi to right.
KLM 1132, Castrop Tower, hello, hold position.
Copy that, holding position, KLM 1132.
Delta 219 after departure, contact Copenhagen approach 119.8, winds are 310 degrees, 14 knots, runway 2 to right, cliff sticker.
After departure, contact 119.
Surprised he's bouncing the way he's bouncing.
Right, up to 219. Good night.
These guys are landing very smoothly though, I will say that.
November 52 Bravo, will you be able to vacate either Bravo or Delta?
Affirmative, Bravo. We'll be right behind the Swiss jet to my front here.
Skyways 5556, cross runway 30, taxi via Alpha to holding point, runway 2 to right.
Cross 30, taxi Alpha to 22 right, Skyways 5556.
KLM 1132, follow the Skyways CRJ, then cross 30, and via Alpha to holding point, runway 2 to right.
Following the CRJ, crossing 30, and then holding, can you repeat the last thought?
To hold short of runway 2 to right.
Copy that, so hold of runway 2 to right.
November 52 Bravo, apron 121.625.
121.625, 52 Bravo.
Good evening, Alpha 3 Papa Charlie, information supervisor, retire, support.
Also at 3 Papa Charlie, Castrop Tower, hello, after landing vacate right, wind is 310 degrees, 14 knots, continue approach number 1.
After landing, continue to exit by the right, number 2.
Alright, so we're coming down here to Alpha now. De-icing pads over here. We're going to go on Alpha 1.
Also in 3 Papa Charlie, runway 30, clear to land.
Let's land on 30, 20 Papa Charlie.
Skyways 5556, after departure, contact Copenhagen approach 119.8, winds are 310 degrees, 14 knots, runway 2 to right, cliff sticker.
After departure, 119.8 and clear for takeoff 22 right for Skyways 5556. Alright, so.
Copenhagen Tower, good night, easy 125, ALS 30.
Landing lights,
Easy 125,
strobe lights are on.
Tower, hello, after landing, vacate right, and wind is 310 degrees, 14 knots. Continue approach, number 2, expect late landing clearance.
So we'll take position, we'll do our final checks as we come out. It's going to be the pitot heat coming on. Get ourselves lined up. Alright, heading is done.
KLM 1132 behind the departing CRJ.
Fuel flow,
crossroads
cabin has been notified.
KLM 1132 lining up and waiting behind the
turn
CRJ,
on the
runway 2 to right.
TCAS and everything. It is now up and going, and it is 1198. So we're just going to dial that in quickly. This is all stuff my FO would have been doing.
Also at 3 Papa Charlie, contact apron 121.
CAS is done, and we are
April 121.625
on the chrono. Takeoff mode is set.
Runway 30, clear to land.
And away we go. Toga power is set. B1, rotate.
Pioneer 7382, tower, good evening, fully established, ILS 30.
Positive rate, gear up. Wow, hour and 14 minutes. Ended the stream before we took off.
Pioneer 7382, Casper Tower, hello. After landing, vacate right, wind 310 degrees, 14 knots, continue.
Autopilot, we're going to bring the speed up.
After landing, vacate right, continue approach 7382.
To 250 knots.
Hello Tower, Alpine
we'll switch over.
764 with you, link short from Zulu.
Oops, that one.
Copenhagen 121375.
Copenhagen 121.375, that's 219, thanks, good night.
Good evening, York ground 3317 to level 160, descending flight level 100 with Zulu on board.
First Lima to question Lima November 29 Charlie identified. Leave Cube setting 360.
Leave Cube heading 360, Lima November 29 Charlie.
There's 2 Lima Golf, turn right heading 110.
Turn right 110, Lufthansa 2 Lima Golf.
Got your approach, Skyways 5556 with you, 3,300 for flight level 100.
Squares 5556, Copenhagen approach identified. Climb flight level 190.
Flight level 190, Skyways 5556.
Square 65 Whiskey, turn right heading 360.
Right heading 360, Scandinavian 65 Whiskey.
KLM 19 Bravo, turn right
there
heading 360.
There we go, 190.
Right heading 330,
Okay, so the next frequency will be Copenhagen Center, should be 12137.
Customer, good evening, York ground 3317 with Zulu descending flight level 100 via flight level 140.
370, 375.
Copenhagen 12135.
That is
140, contact 121.375. Copenhagen and 121.375.
transition altitude.
That's 2 Lima Golf, descent 4,000 feet, reduce speed 180 knots.
Descent 4,000 and 180 knots, Lufthansa 2 Lima Golf.
Skyline 865, turn right heading 250.
Your aircraft right on the TCAS behind us.
865.
You're coming into land. Got one guy
KLM 1 and Bravo, further right heading 130.
coming in, he's over here somewhere.
4,000 feet.
Right heading 130, 4,000 feet, 99 KLM 1 and Bravo.
My phone thought I had that
That's
muted.
2 Lima Golf, call final 120.2, calls on only.
Contact final and 120.
Landing lights are off, strobe lights are off.
Trans 3317, Copenhagen approach at 85.
Seatbelt signs are off.
Trans 3317, stop descent flight level 110.
Stop descent flight level 110,
Yeah.
York ground 3317.
It came. It was busy down there too. I'm not going to
Copenhagen approach, good evening,
complain too much.
KLM 947, Copenhagen approach.
An aircraft in front of us.
9 efficient 605, turn right heading 360.
Should be going over top of
Right
him.
heading 360, Ryanair 605.
KLM 19 Bravo, call final 120.2, calls on only.
120.2, KLM 1 Bravo.
This is 1266, turn right
Aircraft down there.
20.
We are at
Left heading 020, 1266.
KLM 1132 identified. Climb flight level 190.
Climb flight level 190, KLM 132.
Skyline 1427, turn right heading 130.
Right heading 130, Skyline 1427.
Lima November 29 Charlie, descent 5,000 feet, reduce speed 180 knots.
Speed 180 knots, 5,000 feet, Lima November 29 Charlie.
Alright, everything is looking good so far. 2,000 feet to go to our assigned altitude, although we're still going to be going higher. Aircraft heading in.
Swiss 1266, turn right heading 110.
Right heading 110, Swiss 1266.
Montreal, Toronto.
Skyway 556, shortly leaving my airspace, monitor Unicom 122.8, bye-bye.
122.8 for Skyways 5556, good night.
This is 1266, call final 120.2, call sign only.
202, call sign only 1266,
yes, they have gone offline. Sweden control is gone.
3317, flight level 80.
Center level 80,
So we're going to go up to our altitude.
Copenhagen approach, good evening, scanning 42 Yankee, flight level 80, information alpha.
Of 350.
42 Yankee, Copenhagen approach identified. Lima 29 Charlie, reduce speed 180 knots, turn right heading 130.
And we'll bring our speed
right
up
heading
to
130, speed 180 knots. Lima November
290. And we'll
Approach
go 122.8.
7964, pursuit identified, 100 feet there. 17964, Copenhagen approach identified.
There we go. Not seeing Nick in the air yet. Keeping an eye on the area around Copenhagen. Bring the range out a little bit more now. Bringing it to 80 miles. .290 on the cruise. We're climbing at 2,900 feet per minute. Everything is looking good. We're on course. Our climb cleanup, which we're a little late on. So crop flow bleeds, APU is off, thrust reversers will now come off. And CAS is good. Lights are off. Strobe, no, strobe should be on. Taxi lights should be off. There we go. Montreal, Toronto, Los Angeles, San Francisco. Wow. I've only ever done one stop on a trip. I've never done more than that. It would drive me nuts, I think. Alright, we're turning up towards Simeg here, which is the exit point for the SID. Doing the Airbus rock and roll as we try to get lined up on it. Take a look out the windows. Looking nice. Sun reflecting down on the yeah, I guess that is the Baltic. We're that side of the Denmark. There's the bottom of Sweden. Very nice. So let's see where our next controller is. So we're going to pick up probably catch the corner of Bremen. Maybe not. Maybe they'll leave us alone. Definitely going to be picking up Warsaw radar. So Warsaw radar is 125450. I'm not sure about Bremen. He may leave us alone, he may not. We'll have to see. Then we've got Warsaw approach on 128800. And then we've got Warsaw Tower. I can get the indicator on 118300. So they're currently up. Let's see what happens. 27,000 feet, slowly climbing. And sure the engines are in climb thrust. Ottawa, Winnipeg, Calgary, Vancouver, Honolulu. What? I mean, that seems like a flight from the 50s, where you're like stopping every 300 miles. All right, since we got a little bit of time, and we are cruising along, I think what I'll do is get a little bit of music up and going. Until we get dinged by ATC. Alright, 29,000 feet coming up. 6,000 to go. Yeah, I see Nick's up. Yeah, we're just gonna skim the corner of Bremen, so I think they're gonna leave us alone. Yeah, WestJet Milkman. There's an interesting one I wouldn't mind doing. It flies out of... Is it out of Hawaii? Jeb Brooks did a video on it. It stops at like the islands in the Pacific. It goes like Midway, Guam, a couple others. Like it does this hop. It's an all-day flight. And at one of the stops, you're not allowed out. They don't want you taking pictures out of the window because it's strictly a military base they're stopping at. And that's a long flight as well. But it'd be an interesting one to look at doing.
This is so unfair. Sorry about that. No problem. I need a loan for some home.
I think if I was to do that on a stream, I'd have to like restart the sim after every flight. Just to make sure I didn't have a crash. Or restart the computer. I don't think I could do a straight through run of whatever that was, 14, 15 hours it took. It's 30,000 feet. The initial Warsaw contact should be pretty quick. And my top of descent's about 190 miles from here. So, oh, don't change my format. I've done long flights. I did a almost 13-hour flight, Toronto to Tokyo. And I've done single stops. But usually they're connecting flights. I haven't had to do, well, not that I remember, I haven't had to do one where you fly and then stay on the airplane, then you go to the next leg and stay on the airplane, and haven't done that. I hear that's one that they do up in Alaska a lot with Alaskan. Does all the communities. Oh yeah, train trip would be good. I want to do the Toronto to Vancouver on via rail. Eventually, not doing it right now. It's 32,400. We're at 800 feet per minute climb. Yeah, I used to be. And yeah, it is a long time. Nice flight though. Had a great cabin crew on the way there. I was Air Canada, and they were chatted with the head steward guy, the guy that was running the cabin crew, about Tokyo and stuff and places to go, and had a great time. Oh, CP Air. Wow, that goes back a while. One of my best memories was, as a kid, being put on a plane by my folks to go and stay with my aunt for a month. And flew into Heathrow, and then the airline representative took me from the jet to a 4-engine prop, and we flew from there up to Aberdeen. It was pretty cool. Yeah, smoke stops on the train. Alright, I'm going to give Warsaw a call. 122-145. I think we will. Get the frequency again. 125. 450. There we go. What's he go by? Warsaw radar. 1,000 to go. Never mind, he just went offline. Just as I looked down to call him, he vanished. 122.8, it is. I flew, I've flown Ward Air. If that the flight I just told you about when I was a kid. Hang on. Let's be hitting the trim wheel with my hand. It's very sensitive to that. That was on BOAC. I think I was 11 years old. I was sent over to Scotland for a month. Oh, thanks for dropping by, Gav. Have a good day at work. Talk to you later. Speaking of in crews, let's get the cabin crew working here. Yeah, Ward Air, we're good. I know a couple pilots from Ward Air. People I work with at the museum I'm at. Yeah, great airline. Great meals, great service. Flown Porter too. Porter's really good. If you're doing local hops in the Northeast, based out of Toronto. Porter's good. I like their Q400s. They're really comfortable. Yeah, BOAC. I don't remember any other. I've been on CPR. Oh, I don't know. Flew Canadian. That was a good one as well. It's always much better when you got competition, and I'm really glad they came out with like WestJet's managed to do what it did, even though Air Canada tried to crush them, because you need the competition. No, WestJet's flying to Europe. Last time I was in England, I flew back on WestJet from Gatwick to Toronto. I've used Porter to do day flights up to Ottawa. I've done that a couple times. I've flown like one of the first flights out in the morning and come back last flights at night. And I've done stuff. I've gone to museums. I took my my aunt was visiting once, and there was an interesting exhibit across in Hull at the Museum of Civilization. But anyway, we flew up for the day. It was an interesting one for dinner in Ottawa, and then headed to the airport and flew home. Never flew CanJet. Never did CanJet. And now we've got, what is it, Swoop and Flare, and I think there's another one. All those low-cost airlines. You can see the coast there, Polish coast coming up. So the next weekday series that's coming up on either the Monday or the Friday, I think it'll probably end up being the Friday because I think the Caribbean one is going to end first, will be another VATSim series. We'll be back in the A320 for that one. So we'll find some interesting places in the A320. More information when that one gets a little bit closer. And when we finish the flights for the Saturday Norway tour, we'll be back to long-haul Saturdays. Flights around 6 or 7 hours is doable. I think my system can handle that.
Financial peace of mind. Think of it as secure lending, so you can do all the things you've been dreaming about, like that dream kitchen renovation. It's the smart move.
Yeah, I tell you, my thing, anything over 3 hours, my knees kill me. I'm a big guy. And I can't keep my knees bent like that in those seats for longer than a couple hours. So if I'm flying more than 3 hours, I'm either in premium economy or higher. I just can't sit in the back. I can do a couple hours in the back, but no more than that. And even on the longer flights, I get up and walk around. I mean, everyone's crash watching movies, and I'm like doing laps in the airplane just to keep everything moving. I'll go stand at the back and talk with the stewardesses for a while, with the cabin crew. But I go in comfort now. Somebody talked to me about doing a motorcycle trip and camping, and I just looked at him and said, "No, I don't do that anymore. I don't camp. So if I'm camping, it'll be in a RV." Or if I go on a bike trip, I'm staying in hotels. Days of me hauling up a tent and sleeping on the dirt are done. They went away when I left the Army. So we're over Poland. We're heading southeast. We just passed Kozolin on the coast. I mean, all the names are in Polish, so I'm not sure if I can actually pronounce a lot of them, but going by train's good. I've gone up that way a couple times on the train when I've got the time, and yeah, it's very enjoyable. I'd love to do an Amtrak tour, see a lot of the states. I mean, I want to ride my bike on Route 66 as well, which I'll do one of these days. But the getting on the Amtrak and doing around the U.S., go from like the northeast to the southeast and across the deserts and then up and then the coast, the west coast, and then back across the north. But at the moment, you know, meal service on a lot of these things currently suck at the moment because they're making excuses about why they can't do better. And then same reason I won't do the cross Canada train for a while. It's this mask stuff, and I'm not sitting on a train with a mask on all day, so that ain't happening. Nick, yeah, it took a while to get out of there. Copenhagen was busy. Let's see what Warsaw is doing. So Warsaw's got 8 inbounds, or 9 inbounds, 8 outbounds. So it's a lot quieter out there. ATIS approach and tower are still up. And they're still using the ILS Yankee 3-3, so that's all good. That's what we got programmed in. One thing I might do, Talia, and I haven't looked too far into it, but I did a number of years ago, was doing a tour of Europe by train. And hopping around from city to city by train. Who knows, might still do that one day. Yeah, I hear they're replacing the trains on that line, Brian. Not sure when, but heard they're upping the trains, making them a bit better. The thing about Nvidia, when you took the train out west, they used to do like the regional foods and stuff for all the meals and that. I don't know what state of it there is. I know seeing stuff on Amtrak, it looks like it's all microwavable stuff, which is kind of horrible, actually. At least on the VIA, they used to actually cook the food in the kitchen cars and everything. Yeah, you get the rail passes. I've looked at that. There's the ones for the UK. There's ones that work on mainland Europe. I've seen those. That's what I was looking at, actually. So you could do like 15 legs over 12 or over a month or something in second class or first class or whatever it is. How are we doing here? Well, top of descent's coming up. That's not bad. We're about 70 miles out, so let's take a look at what we're going to be doing. I don't know why I'm looking over here, because what I'm going to want is right here. So we're flying along here now. We're coming up. Basically, it's a straight line down to the entry point into the star. It's a Sorix 5 uniform. We're coming in at Sorix. We've got to be above 21,000 feet and 280 knots. I'm going to fly down this way. At Kilu, they want 250 knots. I'm going to basically come down north of the airport. We're going to turn down to Sofas, 220 knots there. We'll come down around, angle around to WA 534. And at WA 534, we are then on the ILS. You can see it there, WA 534 will be at 4,000 feet. We're then going to descend to 3,000 feet for air leg, and basically it's straight in there on the arrival. 110.3 is the ILS. is good, and then we're down. Once we land, we're coming out of 3-3. It'll be a right-hand departure, probably up here at Sierra 1. Well, no, it won't be at Sierra 1. They've got a big "Don't Go There" sign, so probably at Oscar 1.
With over 30 terminal
And
locations
then,
across Manitoba and Ontario, Gardewine serves more than 3,500 communities in Canada. Gardewine
going
is
to
now
apron
hiring
3.
all driving positions across their Canadian network. If you want to be close to home, if you want to operate exclusively in Canada, then you want to join the Gardewine family. Visit drivegardewine.com for
Oh, never
all
mind. We can get off at
positions.
Sierra 1.
That is
No
drive,
entry. No entry. The runway for takeoff. So
GARDWINE.com.
you can't go that way for takeoff, but you can go this way to come off. So we'll come off at Sierra 1 because there's really nothing. I mean, they've removed those ones. Yeah, it'll be a Sierra 1 exit, probably, maybe Sierra 2 if we float it. That's the plan. So current weather out in Warsaw is not bad. Winds are 220 at 9 knots. Ceiling and visibility okay, 5 degrees and 0997 for the barrel. About 40 miles to the top of descent. So one other thing we're going to enter in now is we're going to come over, we're going to take a look at the airport elevation. The airport elevation is 362 feet, so we're going to go with 360. We'll pop out the panel there, and we'll set our landing elevation of 360. There we go. You know, blow out the doors when they open them. So for our descent checklist, landing elevation is set. Fuel is checked, 1800. We're good there. TCAS is all set, and we're good. Radar is on. CAS is checked. It's just no smoking on it at the moment. Landing data will set when we're closer to the ground as normal. And approach briefing is complete. Of course, our speed and cruise is 80. That's fine. We'll leave that at 79, and then we'll switch it over to 290 for the descent as we come up to it. There's Sorex. So we're actually going to set 280 for the descent because that's what they want us at Sorex. And then 250 at Kulu, we'll call it. And we'll leave the ATC on until they give us, or the radio on until ATC gives us a call. Everything's looking good. Weather's looking good. It's all gone off? So it has. Oh. Well, we got our fill of ATC at Copenhagen, Nick. What time is it over there? Well, it's got to be, what, is it 2 hours ahead of you? So it's 11 o'clock at night? We're 2 hours ahead of UTC. Makes the arrival less interesting, but then again, it's not very busy. Uh-oh. I think Nick wanted his ATC. A double. Didn't hear them say they were coming around with a drinks cart in the back. Might have missed it. I think our next flight we'll do is an evening flight, just to break them up, put a couple night flights in. We're heading from here further east. We're going to Minsk. So it should be good. So here's the descent coming up. So I'm going to set our initial altitude down to 3,000 feet. For our descent. We'll just do a nice steady descent down. First waypoint we're going to want us to be is over 21,000 feet at Sorak, so we're good there. Hey Kevin, enjoy your Guinness. Alright, so we're at top of descent. We've got that set up. And it wants us to go down, well, rather quickly, which we're not going to do. So we'll start down, pull the power. Get, what does it want us at? Keep it about 2,200 feet per minute. Head down. Not quite back to idle. Again, it wants us at 280. I'm just going to watch that. Plus I've cleared us below, so we're going to go below transition. So 0997, we'll dial that in. We're just heading straight down anyway. There we go. And we'll bring the speed up to 280 as our target. That's us through 30,000 feet, so we'll get the seat belts back on in the back. Give the cabin crew chance to clean up. Get everything set. Weather's looking very nice. Airport's more or less directly ahead of us. So, was reporting Kavak, which it's showing there. It wasn't that bad. I think he was a little overwhelmed. But I didn't see what happened to you, so I don't know if you got stuck behind traffic or if you forgot about you or what happened there. Monitoring our speed. We're on the descent path, more or less. We got to be above 21,000, so we'll be fine. We're slightly high. Let's bring that power back a little bit. He forgot about you? Yeah, well, he forgot about me too. When I asked for my clearance, I had to call him back. Yeah. I mean, to be fair, a lot of that was right at the beginning of their transmission, so it seems like everybody waits that breath intake, and then you might get two people go at the same time, and that has people talking over each other. That happens a lot. It's when they're in mid-conversation that people come in and stomp on them. That I find really annoying. But I can understand when and I've done it to people too. You wait for that pause, and then you go to transmit, and it's two of you at the same time. Yes, there is. 744. Well, he's slower than us too. I can actually see him. It's right there.
Alpine Credits, where homeowners get approved. Hi, I'm interested in a loan.
Oh,
How are you different? Well,
trail there.
traditional
Yeah,
lenders
he's
focus
turning in on
salary,
it now.
Credit scores and length of employment, but we just look at the equity
So-
you have in your home. Oh, so do you own your home?
I don't know why he's going so slow.
It can't be that easy. It's that easy. That's why tens of thousands of Canadians just like you have trusted us for over 50 years.
Alpine Credits.
Oh yeah. That would
Go
do
to
it.
alpinecredits.ca to get started. Some conditions apply.
Visa license 12616.
How slow is he going? 400 knots. Dude, I'm gonna come right past you. I'm gonna slow down to 250 now. Warsaw area traffic, Skyways 5556, flight level 212, entering the Sorix, arrival for Warsaw. We have the 747 in sight, slowing to 250 knots.
Warsaw traffic copies. We'll keep the speed up for now, thank you. Jet lift to height.
So I'm going to bring our rated descent back to about 800 feet. Yeah, I know. I don't know why he's so slow. But we'll keep it at 250, get some separation going. We're going to be at 250 anyway for the next waypoint, so we're just a little bit early on that. Plus it gives Nick a chance to get in behind us. A little bit closer.
Jetlit 268 is now over at Kilo, reducing to 250 knots, descending 7,000 feet.
Yeah, alright, so he's about 4 or 5 miles ahead of us. Yeah, Reed's boat once is at 167. So we'll just hold at this shallow angle for now at a slower speed. It's all good. At least TCAS is working. Got him on visual. Oh, I know his contrails are gone now. So did you guys see the 2 new aircraft that have been in, well, I guess not recently now, it's been working on them for a while, but they've started releasing stuff on them. There's the MD-80 and the 757. They're interesting. MD-80 looks kind of old, which it is. And again, it's a different layout from the Airbus or the Boeings that we're used to, since it's a McDonnell Douglas. I wonder if he's going in on... Oh, the winds are the... I don't know which runway. He might be going for the other runway. Shouldn't be, though, if he's on this approach. Oh, there's a NDF. Not sure who he is. TVS. Yeah, they're all on approach to runway 33 down at Warsaw, so that's all good. Just keep this nice descent going. There's Nick. You see him on VATSim. So it's a 737-800 and an A320 coming in. We got the 747 ahead of us. No one else really in the area at the moment. An MD-11. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'll go with the MD-80. I mean, I was watching a video on it. The cockpit's rather noisy. A lot of stuff going on. I don't mind the old prop ones, but I think for the jets, I'll stick with modern. Really like an A350. That would be nice. Then we could have the A320, the A350, the A380. Get a nice spread there. Just keeping an eye on the 47. Oh, there's the airport. I don't know if you can see it. It's right down there. So we're going to come this way and then turn down and around, and then we come back up and we'll be landing in that direction there.
What's the traffic? Jetlift 268, turning now 5,000 feet, reducing to 20 knots.
I think he's going for that other runway. What are the winds? Winds were 220. Yeah, I think he's going for 15. I mean, it is a longer runway. No, I think you said 220 knots. That's the next speed restriction. Well, the next one after the turn.
Warsaw traffic, Nordfly 6032, runway 33 vacated.
There's one more guy out there. Looks like he's about to turn on the final. Creating space here. quite the smokestack down there. Oh yeah, that's from an add-on. That's stacks and all kinds of stuff for VFR flying. It stands out. Although we're getting quite low, on 13,000 feet. Alright, so we're basically on downwind. So what we're going to do is we're going to come back here, we're going to go to our performance, we're going to put in our landing data. It's all set. So that is done. We'll just control our descent down. .220 speed restrictions, so we're going to bring
Warsaw traffic, jet lift 268, now reducing 180 knots, descending 2,000 feet.
Speed come back to 220.
Everybody's looking for a change right now, dreaming of being able to pay for upgrades or renovations without taking on that financial burden. Just think about 3 years ago, but
I don't know. There's a button
like to do today. A flexi
right there. I've never actually tried it, Brian.
Whether you can use 50,000, 1.5 million, or even 3 million, that cash is
I don't know.
available to you. Call Capital Direct today at 1-800-NEW-CAPITAL. CapitalDirect.ca.
All right, there's 220 knots, and we're gonna hold 220 for the rest of the descent. Wants us going down at 400, so we'll dial that back to 400. Keep that speed up. 220. This is where we're going to start stepping down gradually. Actually going to go down to slats out and 8 flaps. Put more power in. Bring up the descent rate slightly. Get the snowflake back up. No, he's doing the same approach we are, so I don't want to get past him. We may end up having to extend slightly. What is the runway heading here? It is 326. Oh, can't change that yet. Just down at 1100. It's 10,000 feet. Lights are coming on. Oh, the taxi lights now. Seatbelt signs are on.
We have begun our final descent into Poland. Flight attendants will be passing through the cabin to collect any trash one final time. Please ensure tray tables are stowed and seats are in the full upright position. Please also store any carry-on items either in the seat back pocket all Wi-Fi related tasks, and stow any larger electronics.
So we can see the guy. There he is. Yeah, we passed over him. He got low and slow way too early. No. We're gonna stick on heading mode.
Warsaw traffic, JetBlue 268, reducing 160 knots now.
Roger, Skyways 5556. We passed over top. Yeah, we're going to extend out, let you get your turn in before we come back around for the localizer.
Alright, cheers, mate.
Alright, so we're just going to extend now. Keep the descent going down to about 5,000 feet. Keep the speed up. Oh, looks like a cooling tower in front of us. See him. Oh, there he is. Oh, he's on TCAS anyway. Looks like he's made his turn. Yeah, he's made his turn. So I'm gonna bring my speed back. Bring it down to T speed. The speed up around 180. Make our turn inbound.
And Warsaw traffic, join the localizer now.
Slow. Definitely a power plant. I think I see him there. And there's the airport over there. Okay. So we're heading in back on to the next waypoint. Gives him a bit of space. Slowly keeping our descent going. So before landing checklist, flight attendants have been advised passengers Our signs are on. Thrust levers, or thrust reversers are armed. And it's flaps in gear at this point. So I want us at 69, we're at 63, that's fine. We're slowly working our way down to 3,000 feet. "62 minutes into the flight. We're going to be a few minutes late. Obviously we were delayed at the takeoff, and then whatever time we happened to make up, we got delayed again here on the landing, having to extend out. There we go, turning inbound for the next waypoint. There's the localizer. "6,000 feet. Hey, Dark. Oh, you missed an interesting departure out of Copenhagen. It was busy. Yes, I'd be number 2, Nick would be number 3, and the 747 in front of us is number 1. I think there was like 100 aircraft moving in and out of Copenhagen when we took off. It was very interesting. So WA 534, we should be at 5,000 feet, so we're going to be good as we come through there. Forgot about me too, actually, at one point. So, yeah, that was definitely happening. Oh, there's a lot behind me? Okay. So we got a 34 knot crosswind at the moment.
Russian Ark is a masterpiece of cinema. Dozens of sets, thousands of actors, all filmed in one single shot. Everyone involved pulled it off flawlessly. Well, almost everyone.
Imagine you're the only person in an ensemble of 4,000 people who f***ed up their moment.
On episode 22 of Heaven, I find the man who f***ed it up for everyone.
3,000
Tap
feet.
to listen on Spotify.
Alright. Slowly coming down. Warsaw traffic skyways 5556. Established on the localizer 18 miles out for runway 33. Oh, looks like somebody just departed.
Yeah, just lift 268, we're currently 7 miles, so should be clear view.
Oh no, that's him ahead. He's landing. Yeah, Roger, we got you in sight. No conflict. Yeah, I can see the other aircraft coming in behind us, appearing on TCAS now. Alrighty, 1,000 feet to go to platform. Keep that speed above 170. That lot's coming in fairly quickly behind us. $900 to go. I'm going to bring us down to 3,000 feet now. It's a little bit quicker so we can get set up, and then I can get the approach mode going. So what we'll do now is we'll go heading, change my nav source over to localizer. Go approach mode now. It's 3,000 feet. Keep the speed up. Five-mile range. He's only 2.5 miles behind me. We're 9 miles out. Glide slope capture. Down we go. Yeah, I know, he's random right up behind me. And Warsaw area traffic, Skyways 5556 established on the localizer, glide slope, 7 miles out, ILS runway 33, 175 knots. We'll maintain that down to 6 miles. It's like 1.5 miles behind me now. Six miles. Gear down. So 170. Slowly bleed the speed. We want about 160 at 4 miles, and then we'll go full flaps. A little bit of a wind here, bumping a bit. It's 160. Now's not the time to be punny, tell ya. It's 4 miles, full flaps.
Speed 464 is established localizer for runway 33, and we are 18 miles.
There's our reference speed. $1,000 to go. Bumped around. Visual approach, basically. Weather's not a factor. I keep the speed up slightly higher. Just for the gusts. 500. I have control. ourselves back on the line.
400. 300. 200. 100. 50. 40. 30.
There's that wind.
20. 10.
And we're down. Get that wing down, get that nose down. The reversers. Sierra 1. Warsaw area traffic, Skyways 5556 has vacated runway 33.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Poland. The local time is 3.
Nah, you landed too quickly. You should have gone around.
Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop.
Alright, flaps up, speed brakes reset.
Remember to use caution when opening the overhead bins, as items may have been shifted during the flight.
Strobes are off.
If this is your final destination, we thank you for flying with us. If you're making a connection, we encourage you to check your itinerary to ensure a smooth continuation of your journey.
And look at that, our gate's right ahead of us. No, you made no calls on the text. And there's another one coming in as well. That's Nick. I don't know where he went. Wonder if he just disconnected. Interesting. Well, hopefully I don't crash now that I'm here. Like we did
traffic
the DC6.
44 is 7 miles, runway 33.
And there we are. Welcome to Warsaw. Parking brake set, engines are in idle. So APU not required, transponder will go to standby. Didn't do that. Flaps are up, lights are off, and probe heats coming off. So parking brake is set. Let's get the GPU connected. There we go. Now thrust levers can go to idle. Anti-ice not required. So fuel pumps will both come off. Beacon light will come off. Taxi lights off. Nose wheel steering is disconnected. Cargo doors are open. Front doors are open. Yeah, Nick did pretty good catch. I think it's because I was going so slow back there. So. But anyway, here we are in Poland. Well, glad you could join me for the flight. Hope you enjoyed. If you haven't already, do the subscribe thing, do the like thing, come onto the Discord thing. Oh, the lot went around. He's climbing out. There he is there. He pushed it too far. Anyway, there's Nick coming in. So thank you very much for joining us here today. And we'll see you on the next one tomorrow. Not sure when, sometime around noon my time, so 1700-ish your time, European time, maybe 1600-ish, depends on when I do it. We're going to do another long haul test flight. This one will be streamed. Details will go up in the Discord in a couple hours. But it should be a good one. So we'll hopefully maybe see you tomorrow. If not, our next flight is the Route 66 flight on Wednesday. And we're flying on from where we left off. I think it was Springfield, Illinois. We'll be heading out from there. Hopefully the weather will be a little bit better. It was incredibly windy on the last flight. And that's it for now. So we'll see you then. Take care and talk to you later.